Scott, first of all, we've spoken to you a couple of times during the tours in the States, but here in Australia, is this your first visit? What do you make of what you've seen in the very short time you've been here?
Yeah, it is. It's my first time obviously in Australia, and it's a pleasure to be here. To be fair, it's a country that I've never been to, and it's exciting for all the boys to be somewhere different to other pre-season tours that we've had in my time as well. So it's an exciting time for everyone.
16-hour journey or so on the plane. How was it? Who was your travelling companion?
I was with Dan James, the new boy. Yeah, I was looking after him and making sure he's all right and stuff like that. But no, he's a top lad and we get on really well. So it's important for him to get some good bonding time in with the lads this pre-season trip, and obviously take that through to the season.
Well, I was going to mention that. Obviously, you mentioned Dan. Obviously, Wan-Bissaka as well. How are they settling, and what sort of characters are they?
Yeah, they're young boys, aren't they? So it's so easy for them to come and settle in and be part of the boys straight away. And you can see that with a pair of them. They're both very, very nice boys and obviously very hard-working boys as well. And that's one thing that's going to be demanded on them in this pre-season trip. And as I say, it's so important that we do get that bond. And obviously last season we knew that it was nowhere near good enough for Manchester United. But it's what we do on the pitch now. It's what the standards that we set on the pitch, and it's how we go about everything on the pitch rather than talking and different things like that. It's focus time, and next season is going to be hopefully a big one for everyone involved.
Obviously, you've been at United your whole life, basically, but those guys have come from other clubs. It's a big thing to join Manchester United. I mean, but
yeah,
do they just take it in their stride from what you can see?
It's the biggest for any young player who's playing in the Premier League or the Championship, coming from a different country, and you see it a lot with some of the foreign boys that come and they do tremendously well, and it's an incredible achievement for both of them. It must be so proud for all the family and the friends, and now they realise the hard work starts now, proper hard work. It's not you come and that's you've made it and look at me and all the rest of it. It's very, very serious, and obviously we want to have fun in the training sessions as well, but the main concentration this pre-season is getting that good work in, and obviously it's the tactical base as well that we need to have set in stone for the games coming up.
Well, you mentioned hard work, and the manager's made it clear, over the months that he wants United to be sort of fitter in this campaign. Are there signs already in this pre-season campaign that he means it?
Yeah, for sure. The base work that we had last week in Manchester was exceptional. I feel like a lot of the boys would have never had a week like that in their careers before. And no, it's exciting. As I say, it's more obviously the fitness is, people speak about fitness in pre-season. That is so important, but it's the tactical base. It's getting all the right details, and it's us setting our own standards for it's up here, and it never ever drops below a certain standard. And I feel like that's the culture that we're getting with the senior pros in the group. You've got Ash and Nemanja and all the other boys who have been there and done it, and it's important then to pass their messages across to the young boys like myself, and I'll be one of them hopefully ready to instill the messages across as well.
Yeah, I think we saw pictures of you training on holiday as well. I mean, did you not really stop in terms of staying fit?
Nah, obviously I go on holiday with my friends and my family and different things like that, but it is so important for me. I've been brought up my whole life through always keeping fit, always wanting to do the right things all the time, and it's more just being ready for yourself. It's nobody else goes on a football pitch for you, it's yourself, and you just mug yourself off if you don't come back in the right way, and that's the way that I see it.
A couple of games coming up here in Perth against Perth Glory, a local team, and our old rivals Leeds as well. What for you personally are you trying to get out of the pre-season, particularly the games? Well, the results aren't everything, of course, but what are you trying to get out?
The results are a good guideline. I feel like we want to win games. We don't come and play any football match and we don't want to win, and obviously if we've got two important matches to start us off, it's about getting, obviously first and foremost, the fitness, but I feel like that's a given. I feel like you're going to play football matches, you're going to get fit anyway, and it's in the right way, but it's them details of us as a team, how we're going to play, different ways that we are going to play, and how we all come together as a group to show that we are a really, really good team who are ready for the season.
And the manager said as well, everyone's got a clean slate going into the new campaign. Is that the way everyone's seeing it, really? Whatever's happened before?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's a clean slate. It has to be. It's so important for us now to, whatever happened last season, look, it's still in the back of your minds, and it hurts, and it's not an easy thing to forget about. And obviously we were very, very disappointed in first of all ourselves and how we did, and it was obviously difficult. But now we have to look past that. It's football. It's a game of seasons, and you have to look past it, and you have to look forward to a new season. And it's so important that you do that, because if you don't, then you can dwell on things for too long.
But obviously United didn't end the season that well, but you ended the season well. I mean, is your aim to be in the starting 11 come the start of the new campaign? Is that your ultimate sort of?
That's the way that you have to look at it in football. You have to look at it. You have to go and show that you're ready and capable of being in that 11. And obviously, if you're not, you have to show the manager in the training and obviously the time that you get on the pitch that you are ready to be in that 11.
And you got a couple of goals at the end, towards the end of the season as well, Wolves and Huddersfield. Obviously, we remember you scoring goals quite regularly in where you played in all sorts of positions for reserves. But is that, even though it's not your most important role, is that a part of your game that you're looking to develop from midfield?
For sure. I'm always on YouTube watching different midfield players getting in the box, look at Scholes, Carras, even players from other teams. The list is ongoing with midfielders who score goals. Look at Paul, it's a prime example. And obviously I want to be a goal-scoring midfield player as well. Whether you're playing in number 6 or you're playing in number 8, you need to be getting in and arriving in them positions, and it's important that you have to be composed enough to score as well. And obviously that's one trait that I do want to take forward and really cement that into my game in the coming seasons, hopefully.
Is that sort of thing the boss can help you with? I know it was in the midfield, but obviously it was a deadly goal scorer, obviously. And
that's the message to the strikers as well. That's the message to the midfield players. The wingers as well, whoever arrives in them positions, they have to be clinical and they have to be ruthless in front of goal, and you see it in the top teams in Europe, and obviously ourselves, we have to be to match them top teams and to be winning big games, and you have to be ruthless, and that's one of the key messages that will be going forwards in the season upcoming.
Is that ruthlessness something that we do need to sort of improve upon going into the season? Obviously we want to be up there challenging. What do we need to do differently to challenge? Is that one of the things?
Yeah, it is. There's numerous different things, but obviously it's up to us to keep it in-house and keep it so as we know that these are the messages that we're getting and these are the different things that we can work on, and obviously it's so important for us to keep that as a tight group. We all know our jobs, everybody knows what they're doing, everybody knows the time to press, the time to sit back, and obviously it's good for us to keep it as a group and not everybody else knowing.
There's obviously 6 games in pre-season before the campaign starts, but at the back of your mind, are you already thinking to Chelsea in the first day of the Premier League season?
Yeah, obviously there is eyes on that from fans and from pundits and different people like that. It's a huge game at Old Trafford to kickstart the season, but we're just taking it step by step. You have to take it training session by training session in pre-season, and then when the games come, you have to really concentrate on them games, and it's about ironing out these fine details. And obviously I've spoke about the senior pros. We've got a really good group of them in this squad. Look at Ash, Juan, Nemanja, and David, and different boys like that. There's so much experience in there that they can pass through to a lot of very hungry young players who are willing to do anything to get in the team.